Yes, students, we are moving to the second module, which is illustrating the importance of consumerism. So, as we know that for every business organization, consumers are treating as the king and queen of every market. So, here in the second module of your subject, we have to go for two type of analysis. One is about demand and one is about utility. So, as all we know that we are buying a lot of things in every day for our personal purpose or some for gift purpose, some for other type of industrial product, etc., etc. So demand is always a desire supported by willingness and ability to pay. A simple desire cannot be creating demand. For example, suppose I am dream about purchasing a BMW car. It is not a demand. My pocket should be ready to purchase that or buy that. That is what we are telling. Demand is always a desire, should be supported by willingness and ability to pay. That is what about demand. So in a marketplace, consumers are buying a lot of product. A single consumer is buying a product from the market. That is what known as individual demand. Whereas if you are constituting the demand of the entire product in a particular market, that is what known as market demand. So here, there are so many factors which are influencing or deciding the demand factor. They are known as determinants of demand. For example, these determinants, for example, price of the product, income of consumer, taste and preference of consumer, advertising of the product, price of related goods, economic condition, distribution channels. So all these factors are influencing the demand of product. Among that, the most important factor is that price of the product. So here, price is the most sensitive factor. For example, if you are going for shopping activities or something, always we are searching for the price tag. Where is the price tag? For example, 999, 1299, we are searching about the price tag. The thing is that if the price is too high, we may think about some restrictions over purchase. So price is the most sensitive factor which is influencing the demand side. So this relation is explaining by the way of law of demand. So law of demand means a theoretical framework designed to explain the relation between price and demand. According to law of demand, if other things remaining same, price and demand is negatively or inversely related. Repeat, if other things remaining same, price and demand is inversely or negatively related, which indicate when price increases, demand decreases. When price decreases, demand is increasing. Here there is a assumption that is known as ceteris paribus, indicate if other things remaining same, the said factors remaining like income of consumer, taste and preferences, something by the way of your price of related goods, advertising, if all these XYZ factors are constant, price and demand is inversely related. So this relationship can be explained with the help of a table. That is what known as demand schedule. This demand schedule is indicating the negative relations between price and demand. You can just check out this particular table and diagram which is illustrating the relation between price and demand. That is what demand schedule and demand curve. Under demand curve, we can just note down it is always downward sloping from left to right, indicating a negative relation between price and demand. Then moving on to the next category is that what do you mean by elasticity of demand? So as I said earlier, demand is always fluctuating. When we are buying product, when prices are getting increased, when advertising is getting changed, when price of other commodities are getting changed, in all these parameters, demand is fluctuating. Because when we are getting more income, we may think about more purchase. When we are becoming older and older, we may think about more purchase. For example, as students of MBA program, you may think about different type of purchase of notebooks, your own material, your own laptop, your own mobile phones, your own gadgets, accessories. There are so many things a student is going to purchase in everyday life. For example, think about your family members like your mother or father or somebody elder members in your family. He may think about purchase of other type of material. That can be something like grocery items, food product, something like paying of your water bill, electricity bill, mobile charges. So depending upon the role of each family member, we are engaging with different type of purchases. So in all these parameters, consumers are buying different type of product. So all these purchase behavior are influenced by different determinants, as I told you earlier. So elasticity means always the degree of response of change in a product due to change in the factors like price, income, price of close substitute, and the parameters like advertising, etc. So before moving into that, we have to just understand a basic idea about the remaining determinants also. I just given only one thing, that is what? Price of the product.